Hello guys and welcome back to the last video of the winners bracket in Robattles 3. I'm going to keep this intro short like I'm trying to do, but basically there's a different point system this time around. Basically, if you get first, you get 3 points for your team. If you get second, you get 2 points for your team. If you get third, you get 1 point, and if you get fourth, you get 0 points. Also, yeah, this game is really weird. I just want a little bit of a change of scenery for the beginning of this. So yeah, let's get straight into the teams. First up, well actually, we got the orange team versus the purple team inside of Super Golf. On the orange team, we have Andrew Cuber and Andrew's duo, known as Pete. On the purple team, we have Shiro Akizawa, also known as Shiro, and I'll be calling him Shiro for the whole thing. And lastly, we have Leod on the purple team, of course. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the end, I guess. And I'm editing this video, and I forgot to actually add that I'm commentating this with Gavin, which is actually in blue team game 3. Go watch that. And also that I won't be adding this little score in the top left, since it'll be decided at the end, so you can't really keep a score. So if you're wondering where that is, yeah, it'll be at the end. Anyways, now just enjoy the video.
Only
Alright,
way
there we go.
it could end in a tie is if one person from one team gets first and the other person gets last, and the other two people get second and third.
Alright, I'm just gonna play along, but I'm not gonna count.
Shiro makes a bit of a
Here we
miscalculation.
go.
Leod and Andrew, and Shiro's making it a little bit. That was about. And now everyone is at the hole. Leod is in. Shiro is in. Ooh, Andrew's skipping right over the hole, but he does get in eventually.
Pete's the last one, and he gets it.
Pete in. I cannot see the scores.
Alright. I don't count, by the way, guys. I don't count. I'm just in it to spectate better.
Because he's a nerd.
Yep.
I'll play so I can see the scores. But...
Anyways, we're all on one shot.
Ooh, Shiro, I think does that in 2 shots. Now,
They're struggling.
Bounce gets further back than he was originally.
Yep.
And Leah is just inches from the hole. And
Pete?
Ooh, Pete bounces off the wall instead of getting in. Andrew is in. Pete is in.
Will Leod make it?
Line the shot up, and Leod makes it.
Alright, first place is Pete's with 6 points.
Pete is in first. Shiro and Leod tied for second.
And Shiro makes it.
And Shiro in only 2 shots once again. Can he bounce back from that bad first hole?
Leod's still inching. Pete!
Just barely falls off the...
But he makes it still. Pete's still in first place, but tied with Shiro.
Bouncing back from that bad first hole.
Me and Shiro practiced this last week, so not this particular map though. All right, let's watch this. Shiro goes out of bounds.
And Shiro, they are all
Leod
there, and Leod is in.
Birdie.
Shiro and Andrew right next to the hole. And
well,
Andrew's now in.
Pete's lining up the shot.
Pete is lining it up, trying to get the right amount of energy. And Pete is in.
Pete and Leah now tied. Shiro an added point.
And Andrew in last. This could be some deep trouble for his team if he doesn't pull out of that last place spot. This could be trouble for his
Yep.
team. And Shiro right over the ditch. And Andrew is in. Aqua's in. Even though
Pete's
Aqua's not playing.
still trying to get
And
over
Leah
there.
also right over the pit.
This is gonna cost Pete some
Pete now.
strokes.
This might cost Pete a
Oh.
bit of stroke. Ooh, that.
Oh.
Pete is now in.
Yeah. Leah
And
now in first.
Andrew, Leah, and now everyone only 1 point away from each other. Leah leading by only 1 point. This could possibly be what ends this game. 1 point.
Could be. Wait, what hole are we on? 5. This is 6, I think. Everyone's getting a birdie. Pete, still struggling. Pete is gonna drop down from this. Barely doesn't make it in. Here are the scores.
And now, three-way tie with 22 points. Liad is now leading by 3 points.
Liad is killing this game right now.
Liad is leading with 19 points. Everyone else tied with 22 points. That could spell some bad news for the rest of the game.
Seems like some people are trying to take a shortcut, but they cannot make it.
No, I cannot.
Andrew makes it though.
I landed
Pete
on
with
a
the eagle.
different hole.
Pete got a hole in one, quote unquote.
Yeah,
Alright, now we're watching.
Here.
Oh, okay.
I'll do that so the hole goes by faster.
Wait, how do you even do that?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
is the hole not over? Actually, no, you can skip the hole since it's your server.
Yeah. But I'm not going to since I don't want to keep leaving.
I know. I mean, there's like there's a way to skip the actual hole. Like,
Yeah, I know.
pretty funny. And Shiro ahead of the rest of the pack, but it might struggle from a little bit of misfiring. I'll just spectate from the end so it doesn't auto do it.
I personally cannot make it.
Now,
Oh,
Andrew
oh.
just barely over here. Pete also here. Liad is still slightly far behind. Liad cannot seem to make it over the hill.
This is going to cost Liad a lot of strokes.
Might cost Liad of considerable amount, but remember, Liad not finishing will also cost a lot of strokes. And Liad is now over the hump. Liad. And
Oh!
Liad right over the hole.
Liad just
Oh, that
barely.
is gonna, ooh. And now everyone. And Liad goes down a little bit. Pete is now taking the lead with 29 points.
Yep. Alright, now we have moving obstacles. Can they get past this?
We've got a little windmill with some holes in them.
This is proving to be a little bit tricky for them.
And now, and Andrew, Shira, and Pete are.
Pete just made it over and
Andrew.
into the hole.
Andrew has made it in.
Or Andrew.
Ooh, actually, he just barely missed because of the slight curve of the.
Shiro getting over.
And
And
Shiro
Leo.
and Liad are over now.
Well, Pete's still overdoing it.
Pete is struggling to get onto the little island, and Pete just can't find the right power.
Liad gets it.
Liad is in. This might, and Pete is now in. This might have cost Pete a few points. But no,
Pete's still in the lead.
Pete and Andrew are now at the top. This could spell disaster if the other two do not pull their score up.
Yes, sir.
But Andrew and Pete are already back at the hole. And Ooh. And Andrew's just at the edge right there at the hole. And now
Yep.
Shiro makes it in now. Pete and Leod are gonna have to. Ooh. And Pete falls into the sand trap. Leod gets in.
Pete
Pete
bounces
keeps
off.
not. Pete keeps bouncing off. He can't find the right power. Finds that power.
Pete's still in the
And
lead, but
now
tied with Andrew.
Pete and Andrew, same team in the lead. They could walk out of this fairly easily. And now there's an opportunity for a very good shot. Ooh, they can attempt to land in that hole right on the edge for a few
No
extra
one has
points.
made it.
No one
Pete's
makes
trying to line up the
it.
shot.
Pete is trying to line it up. Can he do it?
He does not.
Just comes up short. Andrew is in the hole now. And Leod and Shiro just inches from the hole. Pete is still in the sand trap. Pete is doing surprisingly well considering he's been stuck in a sand trap for a lot of the game.
He is
And
well
Pete
over par
keeps
now.
bouncing off the wall.
He finally makes it through, but doesn't get into the hole.
Yeah, this might spell for a falling down, and
Oh.
Pete falls from tied first to third. Leod overtakes him, but it all really comes down to if any team wants to pull off if the teams want to pull off a tie, then who is that? Shiro might have to pull his score up ever so slightly.
Yes,
Because
sir.
the only way a tie can happen is if one team has someone in first and someone in last. The other team.
Shiro and Leod make it. Andrew bounces off, but it bounces back in.
Ooh. And Leod's maintaining that spot. Shiro a pretty far ways behind. Can he possibly pull himself out of this slump?
You have to hit yourself into the tunnel. Pete?
If either Shiro has to pull himself out of this, or Leod might have to pull up into first place in order to give their team a fighting chance. Ooh, but Shiro, I think, might have gotten a par there.
Andrew.
Not sure. Andrew inches from the hole. Pete in a very bad position. But he still makes
in
it.
the sand trap.
And Leod gets a birdie.
Pete bounces off.
Bounces out of the hole. That stings.
This is costing him.
And Leod saying they're lagging and takes first. This could spell for a possible tiebreaker if Pete and Andrew stay in the spot that they're in. This could make for a tiebreaker. Shiro might want to pick up the pace. Shiro might want to have to pick up the pace as me and Aqua make it, as well as Shiro.
Shiro gets in.
And Shiro is in. Pete now on the little track.
Andrew's still struggling. Andrew bounces off.
Andrew and Leod struggling with the spinning platform. That is always a tricky spot. But you gotta line it up just right. And Pete scored a birdie somehow.
Pete's gonna be moving up a bit from this.
Pete might move up a bit.
Leod bounces out.
Right out of the hole, Leod bounces. And who is in first now? It is still Leod by 2 points.
Tied for second and third.
Second with 64 points. Maybe Shiro might need to consider picking up the pace a little bit.
Some struggling to get up the hill.
That includes me and Aqua. Ooh, but
Shiro with the eagle.
An eagle out of nowhere. This could pull him up This could make it a lot easier for him to pull out of this slump. However, am sucking at this hole for some reason.
Will Shiro be able to make the comeback? We'll find out.
And
as we enter the 16th hole.
This is just This is 2 away from the final hole.
Back
Oh, can
at
they do?
daytime.
Can they pull this? Can they pull this off? Will they go for a tie, or will they go? Or can Shiro or one of the two, or Andrew and Pete, pull up ever so slightly, just to prevent the event of a tie?
Everyone's stuck on the ramp
And Shiro is
except for
in.
Leod.
Andrew just bounces out of the hole. You hate to see it. And Pete bounces all the way back down. He's got to restart. And Leod almost bounces out down back at the start. Leod is good. And Pete is struggling here. Pete is at 5 strokes.
Pete still struggling, but Pete gets the alignment with a ramp. Still struggling on that ramp. Can he bounce it in?
Pete at 8 strokes.
This is going to
This
cost him a lot.
Ooh, again falls. And Pete will get a DNF. That's going to set him back a decent amount.
And Pete is at
Pete,
third.
but still, if Shiro manages to just pull slightly ahead, his team is guaranteed to move on to Game 6 to face me and my partner.
Yes.
But it is going to be close.
This is
And
the second
Shiro,
to last
Leah,
hole.
and Andrew gets in with a birdie. Shiro. And all Shiro has to do, though, Shiro doesn't need to beat Andrew. All he has to do is beat Pete, and they can still win. But it could go to a tiebreaker if no changes are made.
Pete not rolling in.
And Pete doesn't roll in quite exactly. And Pete scores 4 strokes. And he is 1 away. If Shiro can just beat Pete by a small margin, they could win. But Andrew and Leod are now tied for first.
This is a familiar map for
And
those who are fans of RB Battles.
Yep. And this could definitely end in disaster if this could end badly if Andrew just so happens, if both Shiro and Andrew pull ahead and get to a good spot, they could both possibly land themselves in a bit of a pickle. But Shiro has 7 strokes.
They're in.
7 strokes. Pete has 8 strokes. Leod has 6. Andrew has 7. This means, if my math is correct, which it never is wrong, Andrew gets 7 strokes, 1 less than what Leod has, putting Leod in first, Andrew in second, Pete at 10 strokes, and last I saw, I'm pretty sure, Shiro had about 6 or so strokes, meaning, if my math is correct, which it is never wrong, the winners of this round, if Pete is gonna have 10 strokes
He's at
at the end
12.
of this, meaning clicking tab, if you add 12 to the current amount of strokes Pete has, this means Leod, and I think I'm not 100% certain.
Here we go.
And the score: Leod first, Andrew second, Shiro third, Pete fourth.
Yup, for this episode. But I guess I'll just return to the base plate. For this. Hope you guys don't mind that. But anyways, yes, purple team moves on. So this means, basically, so cyan will face red team in the losers bracket, and the yellow team will face the orange team in the losers bracket, while the pink team will face the green team in the winners bracket, and the blue team will face the purple team in the winners bracket. The winners of the semifinals, in the winners bracket, will move on to go to the finals bracket, But only one team will come from the losers bracket, and one team will come from the redemption round, which will be the 10th game. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.